Hello, everybody. sPidA here, the Fight Card Podcast, coming to you once again in San Antonio, Texas. I have my guest, Johnny Gonzalez, man, out of Austin, Texas, bro. How are you, bro?
Good, man. How are you? I appreciate you for having me, man.
No, no, not at all. I know it is fight week, man. So I gotta ask you, bro. I mean, fight week, what does it consist of for you, man? Are you just at home chilling? I mean, are you working, like just trying to relax, or what's going on?
Usually I change up my routine a little bit, just because we gotta start like kind of tapering it down. But yeah, of course, like the weight cut this week. Last time I didn't have to really cut no weight for my fight. I fought up, but I'm fighting my original weight class, so with the water load and then just the weight cut and then just like taking care of the body, letting the body recover, and then just like sharpening up everything. So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. And then just like dialing in, man, getting ready to put on the show that Saturday night. Yes, sir.
Oh, for sure. And of course, you're going to be fighting once again for TexasClash. I mean, it is going down October 15th, which is this Saturday, man, in Kingsville. Now, the last time I saw you fight was actually in Victoria, man. So I got to ask you, are you comfortable fighting outside the city? I mean, does it make you help you relax or does it matter?
No, man, it doesn't matter. I fought in like other states before too. So it's cool. I like fighting in Texas too. This is my home state. I really like it. And then my support system, they travel pretty good in Texas. My family comes out, and so that makes it a little more comfortable too. But yeah, it just really doesn't matter to me, man. Honestly, like I like just fight, especially when I'm in there. I ain't even really thinking about like what else is going on outside. I just got a job to do, and that's really it.
No, no, for sure. And I'm pretty sure because this is your second fight going in there, man. Of course, I mean, we're going to plug in this fight, but you're fighting after this one, you're fighting a Muay Thai bout.
Yeah. This is actually gonna be my third MMA fight, but second for Texas Clash.
Yes, yes, that's what I
And
meant. Sorry, but the
yeah,
second
yeah,
one,
yeah.
yes, sir.
But
But
yeah, the Muay Thai fight after is like a month, a little bit over a month out after this one. Of course, I'm not overlooking this fight like at all. I got to
right.
worry about this one and then the next one. But I just like growing. As a mixed martial artist, I love Muay Thai, and my MMA style is a lot different from my Muay Thai style. There's
Oh yeah.
similarities, like in terms of like my movement and things, but I like just sharpening up my all around game. You know what I mean? Just because it betters me for the cage, like the MMA work.
Definitely, man. And I was going to ask you about that because, I mean, of course, you're fighting inside a cage for this one. The Muay Thai is going to be in the ring, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And how
yeah.
does that differ for you? Because, of course, you don't have the cage where you got takedowns, but I mean, are you already accustomed to that? Because I'm sure you guys train with that in the gym, right? For Black Widow MMA.
Yeah, and I fought in the ring before too. I had a Muay Thai fight. My very first actual fight was a Muay Thai fight, and it was in a ring. And then I've done it like MMA exhibitions in rings too. It's a little different feel. I prefer the cage, honestly. You know what I
Oh,
mean? Even just like making the walk to the cage is a little bit more intimidating, gets you more excited. But no, man, I like the ring. It's not too much of a difference for me, but it's I don't know, it's more of a sort of an intimidation factor, low key, when it comes to the cage. And then you're getting locked in there, and you're like, oh shit, it's real now. But no, the Muay Thai ring, it's more traditional too. You know what I mean? You walk
right,
in, you're bowing in, and it's more, I don't know, it's like a different type of vibe. But it's
right,
all good
right.
though. I love it. I love it all.
And let me ask you, bro, because the last time I saw you fight, man, you actually fought in Victoria, and man, your stand-up was clean, bro. Like I was impressed. I mean, you went in there and you had a lot of. I mean, you were working angles. Is that kind of the thing that you guys work at the gym?
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. And yeah, like specifically my style, which I think that's what gives a lot of guys problems is because I give them different looks they've probably never seen. And yeah, we work a lot of angles here, and then especially for MMA too, because you gotta watch out for the takedown. So it's kind of harder to get a takedown off of angles as opposed to just staying in front of your opponent the whole time. And my background, I come from like a sports background. So whenever I started getting into fighting, I was like, how can I implement what I've done my whole life into this to amplify my fighting, make it better for me and worse for my opponent. And so I'm finding it more and more as I'm learning about myself and my style, what's working, what's not. And that's one of the things that's giving guys problems.
No, definitely, man. And I was gonna ask you about that, man. When did you start training in combat sports, man? What was the first thing you started training in?
I started training around, I'd probably say like, honestly, like 20. I was a little late, like 20, 21, I feel. And I started training in jujitsu like all gi. I was doing gi jiu-jitsu, and then I was doing some taekwondo, and then started getting into more Muay Thai and stuff because I'm originally from Uvalde, and so I was born and raised there, and so that's where I started training. And then I don't know, man, I just became obsessed with it, became obsessed with the process, fell in love with it. And then, it just like hit me one day, and I was like, you know what, man, I'd rather go for it right now. And like, even if I fail, at least I could say I went for it, as opposed to like living my life, man, I wish I would have tried this, or I wish I would have gone for it. I was like, let me go for it right now. Let's see what happens. And that's when I made the move to Austin. And yeah, man, it's been going good so far. We're on the right track. Ups and downs, like always, but we all good though. We're doing solid.
No, you see, and that's one of the things because I mean everybody talks about being physically prepared for a fight. I mean, you got to be mentally prepared, man. So I mean, what are some of the things that you go through in training to help you build that mental toughness?
Facts, man. I feel like it's more mental than physical. Honestly, I feel like it's way more mental, physical. Of course, you got to be in shape and you got to, do all the right training aspects and things like that. But I say it all the time. I was like, you could be in your best shape all time, like physical peak shape. You can check this off, check this off. But if you're not mentally ready to go that night, and your opponent is, it's going to be a night for you, or it's going to be a way harder fight than you expected. So, going into back to your question, like going into it, like I picked up a lot of things when I've gotten into fighting that I didn't even have in my life before. Like, I meditate now regularly. I do breath work. I do a lot of different things to kind of calm my mind and ease my mind before I go into the cage. And it helps me a lot. Because it's fucking scary, man. Oh, sorry, I don't know if I can cuss out here, but it's a
Oh, no,
it's
you're
a
fine.
it's a scary feeling, man, going in there. So if you can, keep your mind calm and relaxed, and I personally think it's better, But everybody's different, Some people like to go
No.
in ready to go hardcore and stuff, Me, I'm more like on the calm, kind of cool, collective side, and then but still having the killer mentality. And so I kind
No,
of
no,
have a
no.
balance.
You see, and I was going to ask you about that because on the fight in Victoria, I mean, that's the only time I've seen you fight live, man. I'm looking forward to watching you again. But the one in Victoria, man, I mean, you seem like you were relaxed. And for me, when I see that in the fighter, man, I'm like, damn, for me, that's dangerous, bro. Because, like you said, fighters go in there and they're talking mess and getting hyped up. And a lot of times they flop. But when somebody's mentally prepared and it's calm and collect like that, I mean, it shows that you're ready, bro. And that, I mean, that night you were, you definitely took the fight to your opponent. And I mean, I'm looking forward to this bout, man. I mean, what do you think about this matchup coming up?
Yeah, man, I appreciate that. Yeah, and yeah, this fight, man. Well, I was originally supposed to fight somebody else, but then my opponent changed, and that's what happened last time too. So I was kind of already, I've been used to it already. But as opposed to this upcoming fight, man, I just really worry about what I do in there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really know much about him. So like somebody like how you said making their debut, I feel like that could be dangerous because you really don't know what to expect in there. And because we've all guys that have a couple fights, they've made their debut before. You feel me? And so when I made my debut, I felt like I was more dangerous than my opponent. So I kind of give him his respect, and then when we get in there, it's just all reaction. I'm reacting to everything he got, and I want him to play my game and not me play his game. So
Right.
I want to put my style on him and have him to adjust. And the fight's gonna play out, man. I'm confident in my skill set. I'm confident in my preparation, and yeah, man, I'm gonna be calm, cool, and collected. And then the outcome's gonna be. Of course, I want to win. You know what I mean? I feel like it'll be my favorite, but it's gonna play out how it plays out. I'm just gonna control what I do, and I feel like it's me versus me in there. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
No, no, for sure, man. And I was gonna ask you about that too, man. If you thought him coming in with no experience as far as competition when it comes to the cage, if you thought that was dangerous, because for me, I saw it both ways. I was like, well, you know what, you have a 2-fight wins. Well, you're coming in 2-0, right? When it comes to MMA.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
And I was thinking, okay, well, on paper it looks good, but like you said, I mean, it might be dangerous because you don't know which way he's coming as far as his style. But I'm sure that's where your game plan's going to come in, right? You're going to try to dictate that fight and make him, like you said, make him fight your fight.
Yeah, for sure, man. You can look at it on both sides of the spectrum. Somebody making their debut, maybe the moment can get the best of them. Maybe they get the nerves, the anxiety that comes with it, or maybe they're ready for it. You know what I mean? Maybe ready. They're ready to show what they got. So you can kind of see both sides of it, but you gotta kind of be ready for both, And then once they close the cage door, then it's real. Then you're gonna find out, and you're gonna see. That's the thing you love about the sport, man. And you're gonna see once they close the door, you're gonna see what's gonna happen. Everybody can talk their stuff, talk their mess, or maybe they're not. Maybe they're respectful, and it's just once they close the cage door and it's just you and another guy, it's gonna happen. And that's what I love about it. Because I played team sports my whole life. So, when I first got into this, I was like, oh, it's me and another guy? Okay, we'll bet. Let's see if he can take me out. If he does, I tip my hat to him. But I feel like he's not going to be able to.
No, for sure, man. And like you said, man, I mean, when it comes to the sport, man, I mean, I know there's guys that try to build up hype and to sell a fight. I get it. I mean, the UFC is full of them. But, I mean, when it comes to martial artists coming in and just doing what they do, man, because, of course, anything can happen in a fight. I mean, you never know. You might be doing great, and then the other guy catches you, with something you're not expecting.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you, bro, as far as training, who's been helping you for this fight?
Well, everybody here at the gym, my teammates that are fighting on the card as well. And, we've I'll cross-train too at some other gyms, and we had the opportunity to go train in Houston one time on a weekend. And, yeah, man, just the bodies here that we got. And then, yeah, we just try to help each other out here. If a couple of us got fights coming up, the people that are not having fights, they'll still help us out. They'll still come on competition training, So, yeah, man, just like majority of the team, yeah. And then just our coaches, of course. But, yeah, man, a lot of good work here. And I'm grateful for it, too,
No, for sure, man. And, of course, your coaches, man. Plug in their coaches, man. I mean, who's doing what part? I mean, as far as I know, you got Muay Thai and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but, I mean, are they kind of like meeting in the middle and doing the whole MMA thing, or how does that work?
Yeah, so Bitsy Esparza, she's our head coach and a Muay Thai coach.
Right.
And we just got Oliver Taza as our jiu-jitsu coach. So they've kind of helped us combine the two, you know what I mean? And then kind of cater to like our like what we're good at, what we need to work on, and then we kind of work on that as a whole, So yeah, we got a pretty good squad here. And then, yeah, we're just growing too, constantly growing, looking to improve in every way. And, yeah, so those two, my coaches.
Yeah, and I was going to say something about that, bro, because, I mean, of course, you already come in with your style. I mean, the fact that they're kind of just implementing and putting what they feel like, they're not trying to change you. In other words, they're just kind of perfecting what you already do, right? Of course, adding more technique.
Yeah, for sure. Like just polishing up on stuff, yeah. Because, how I got into Muay Thai, and it's a different style, you know what I mean? It's a little slower pace and completely different stance, I guess you could say. And I wanted that, just in my back pocket, you know what I mean? Just in case, I was like, man, what if I go out and kick and I mess up my foot or something? My knee gets busted up or something, So maybe I can't be moving as often or be bouncing as often, And so you just got to be ready for the unexpected. And like how I said, I like just growing in all aspects, And so when it comes to my style, they kind of let me be me and just kind of just sharpen up everything, all the details from a technical aspect. And yeah, just keep on just improving, all around.
No, for sure, bro. And like I mentioned earlier, of course, I mean, this is going to be this Saturday in Kingsville. And you guys are heading out there for the weigh-in Friday?
Yeah, it's Friday. I think we'll leave here around, I think the weigh-ins are at 5:30. So we'll probably leave here around 12-ish, I think, something like that. And then, just in case anybody needs to cut weight, we'll have a little bit of time. But I think everybody should be good this time. And, yeah, weigh-ins and then eat a little bit after, you know what I mean?
And let me ask you, bro, come fight day, what do you do in the hotel, man? I mean, do you just take a nap? Do you sleep? You read? Watch movies?
I'm chilling, man. Big chilling. Once the weigh is done, get some food in. I'm just chilling. Maybe stretch a little bit, shadow box, move around. But yeah, just chilling. No stress at all. And kind of I'm a movie guy. I love watching movies. So if there's a new movie out, or if I got access to Netflix, maybe some shows, take my mind off of things. Yeah, man, I'm just tapering down, and then just getting. Then I try not to think about the fight too much the night before. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah, and then. The next day we wake up, we'll go and get some breakfast, get a little shakeout in, mid-session, and then go relax, and then we'll just make our way to the venue. So yeah, I'm a chill dude. Yeah.
No, no,
After the
definitely.
fight's a different story. After the fight's a different story.
And let me ask you, because I mean, I plan to be there come fight night.
Hell
For
yeah,
those
that's
watching,
tough.
I mean, what can they expect for your bout, man?
I expect a good fight, man. Always, you know what I mean? I prepare for the worst, expect for the best. So, like, of course I want to put him out. The earlier the better, but if he's a tough guy, durable, then we'll go all three. I see myself getting my hand raised at the end of the fight, and I want him to see that too. Okay, that makes a better fight. And then the outcome's gonna come out, how it's gonna play out. The fight's gonna play out how it plays out. And yeah, but I feel like every time I fight, it's a good fight. I'm trying to be biased, of course. You know what I mean? But that's my intention. Like, if people are going to pay tickets, they pay money to get some tickets. Getting your tables, they want to see good shows. So I
Want
don't
to put
want
them?
to put on no boring fights. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, like they want to see like So that's kind of my intention. Like, it's always gonna be a good fight. So you come out, you're gonna see. So you're gonna be entertained. That's the thing. Yeah.
No, for sure, man. Bro, anything you want to add before we wrap this up, man? You have any sponsors? You want to thank your coaches?
Yeah, man. No, just thanking all the coaches, all my coaches that helped me out. Of course, all my family and friends. I hopefully get to watch this. Back in Uvalde, 830. I rep it till I'm gone. And yeah, our sponsors here: Crowd Body Works, Meal Pros, Oscar Blues. Who else I'm missing? I think I'm getting ATX, Limitless. And yeah, man. No, I just appreciate you, man, for having me again. This is my first time with you. I appreciate on the Fight Card podcast. Hopefully we'll do this again a couple more times in the future. And
No,
that's
for sure.
pretty much it, man.
No, no, definitely, man. Don't hang up yet. Of course, everybody out there, this is sPidA. I'll see you guys this Saturday, Kingsville, Texas, TexasClash, of course. My man, best of luck to you. Don't hang up yet. Everybody out there, till next time. Follow up.